Hi! So this week we are only learning one song, and that one song doesn't really have any new component for us to learn. So this is a very good time for us to recap what we've learned so far. So first thing first, make sure you're sitting in front of your middle C. Okay? Now, so whenever you're reading a new song, you are really reading two things: where on the keyboard to play and for how long for each note. So the second part is called rhythm. Okay? Where to play on the keyboard will be shown by the note head, and whenever you look at the note head, you have to look at the clef first because it matters. Okay? And then the rhythm will be shown by the color of the note head and whether or not it has a stem or not. The direction of the stem, upward, downward, doesn't matter. That part is just cosmetic. Okay? And now, piano score will always look like this. Two set of 5 lines. A set of 5 lines is called a staff. So two together, 2 staffs. Okay, so whenever you see something like this, read them together simultaneously. Top lines always for your right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand. Okay, now next thing you have to worry about, so I'll leave it up to you to read the notes. I think you can handle it. Whenever you are not sure about the basics, please go back to the handout from our very first week. So it should be in the August 26th folder called Keyboard and Music Notations. Okay, so now look at the meter. 3, 4. So that by itself should give you some sense of how the music should go. The song should go like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. And because we are reading the 2 staffs simultaneously, when you get here, your left hand needs to take over, and right hand doesn't seem to be doing anything. Another thing we want to review is the dot next to a note. A dot next to a note makes the original length 50% longer. So this half note without a dot is how many beats? Yeah, a half note without a dot is 2 beats. So with a dot it becomes 3 beats. This complicates the issue even more because now you have 2 dotted half notes tied. What does a tie mean again? Tie means that you keep holding through the first note and the second note. You do not replay the second time. Okay, so 3 plus 3, so you keep holding it for 6 beats. Again, do not play this one more time. If you played this, you're just playing 2 dotted half notes, and that's not what you have. Tie should make a difference. Okay, so for a lot of you, me too, if you hold a key for 6 beats, your sound might fade, but that's okay. Even then, do not replay. And also, this is something I said in the main notes to our folder this week, but from now on we are going to learn a scale or maybe 2 scales and a song each week. But please think of a scale and your song as 2 distinctly separate exercises. In other words, in our scale this week, we learned that for your right hand F, you have to use your thumb, right? And for your G with your right hand, you have to use your index finger. That is not the case with a song. Song is completely a different issue. Song, you have to look at it by itself and decide the most efficient way to place your hand. This textbook, our textbook, helps you with that. But remember what you have to do. Look through the song for one hand. Look at what the lowest note is. For your right hand, the lowest note should get your thumb. It seems to be the middle C. The highest note for the whole right hand passage seems to be the G. So the G should get the pinky. So make sure even before you start playing, you have your hand ready. Same with the left hand. Look through. Don't just start your first note on your right hand with your thumb, because thumb should get the lowest note. Yeah, it happens to be that you need your third finger on E because that falls right in the middle. Your left hand too. Look at the left hand part. Look at what the lowest note might be. Seems to be this note. Highest note seems to be this note. And look at your left hand. Yeah, pinky 5 1. So pinky should go to the lowest note. Thumb should go to the highest note. Okay. So I think that's it. So yeah, I'm going to play just the first part for you. So give yourself a blank measure. Blank meaning that you don't play anything. You count so that you can establish the pulse. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. And one more thing before I finish this video. Remember, your counting needs to be steady. In other words, you cannot go 1, 2, 3 and think about it and stop and resume counting 1, 2, 3 and pause there. You cannot do that. Once you start counting 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, you can count faster, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or you can count really slow, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, so on and so forth. But once you start counting, don't stop. Okay, keep the same pace. Okay, thank you guys.